I'm here to help you turn your kitchen into a family-friendly lab. Together, we'll discuss chemistry, biology, botany, nutrition, physics, and more. So join me and my friends here in my home, in my kitchen, and in my lab at Kitchen Science. I'm going to show you how to make cornstarch goop. So we're going to start off by making it in a big bowl in white, and then I'll add food coloring to it in primary colors, and then I'll bring out another tray so we can mix them together to make secondary colors. Let's see. Ow, some Charlie horse. Alright, so we'll start with our cornstarch goo. Got some cornstarch from Walmart. This is cheap. I'm using my, so I got my cornstarch. I got 2 containers of it. You don't need to get 2. And they come in like 1 pound containers of it. Ooh, yep. Alright, so you wear a lab coat. There. We're gonna dump like half of it in there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So gonna put half of it in there. And I got a measuring cup, so I put 2 cups of water in there to start off with. But you may not need the whole thing. So you're gonna pour a little bit in there, stir it up, keep pouring, give it a stir. And you just want all the powder all the starch to incorporate into it. You can see it's getting kind of hard. A little bit more. This is something you have to like eyeball when you're working with it. And I'm going to switch out because this silicone spatula is not working for me. I got a wooden spoon. So if you have a wooden spoon in your kitchen, try a wooden spoon, or get like a steel serving spoon. I have one of those. So it's kind of gets a little bit bigger. So I can find one of those. Okay. There you go. Boom. So you don't have a wooden spoon, get a serving spoon. Should we record it? Yeah, record. Okay. Well, it's getting a little hard to stir now. So just reaching with my hands. So you can see like the texture of cornstarch and water is more in there. It's not a little bit too liquidy, so it's liquid on top. So what you want it to be, where it's going to be like a solid on top, but then once you pick it up, it's going to run. So I'm going to add a little more cornstarch. I kind of overdid it with the water. Oof. A little bit easier just to use your hands. There you go. Make sure everything that's in the bowl is kind of incorporated in there. So what we're going to do now is pour it into the 3 little bowls here, and then add some food coloring. So it'll be easier to pour than it was to stir. Yeah, you're gonna make a mess. This is one of those times where you already know you're gonna make a mess going into it. So don't be upset when there's a mess. It actually breaks off pretty easy, pretty cleanly. First one, some red in there. Some blue. And some yellow. How do I get this to stir? It's got like an old chopstick. And it's kind of working. It's taking a little bit too long with the chopstick. It takes so much red to turn it red. It's always pink. Stop that off. I'm gonna grab a spoon. You can look on the side and see it's not all mixed in. Oh. Yeah, it's not all mixed in. Just pick that back up. Pop it back in. And add some more time. You want to stir it until no more streaks, if you can. Alright, I'm going to chuck that into the sink. Got the blue one here. Oh look, some of the red's coming off my hands. So we have blue here. And then a little yellow in there. A little blue and the yellow. I'm going to start this yellow one. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, so we have these mixed up, mostly getting blue and yellow. Got the glass pan. Let me get it. So a glass pan here. I'm going to clean up a little bit because I don't want to stain my countertop. This is going to, hopefully it won't stain it. Shouldn't stain it. That's what you say, right? And then come back tomorrow and there's going to be like a big blue splotch somewhere over here. So I'm going to clean this up. Make sure you have your sink full of water that's soapy. So when you're working, you can just like toss stuff into the sink. Or get like a rag that's like a soapy water rag, because you're going to need to wipe stuff down. Alright, so we're going to pour a bit of blue, the yellow on this side. Pour some pink over here. running, and I'm still making a mess in the kitchen. So from here you can try to mix in the colors, but you see if you try to touch it, it's still solid, but you can pour it out. Alright, so when it starts moving. So we'll talk about materials later on, and I'll come back and re-reference this experiment, talk about what type of materials are solid and then can flow, or some materials that are solid and so you put pressure on them, then those materials will flow. Okay. So you see it's kind of hard to, it feels solid to touch, and once you get your hands in there, you can kind of just pick it up and squish it around, make little color ribbons. I think everything's going to end up blending into purple. But it's kind of cool. It's fun to like just get in there and like pick up a chunk like you're picking up some Play-Doh or something, but then it just kind of runs out of your fingers. So I guess we're not really making secondary colors with this. Let's just making, you see some greens in there, a little bit of orange right there, and you can see the purple. Let's see, pick up some of this yellow and dump it in here with blue. Take some more yellow off the table. Just dump that in there. And see, you can't stir it. Once I kind of get it moving by tilting it sideways, kind of get it moving a little bit, and it's turning green. So you can kind of make it turn green. And you can still see the streaks that are red in there. And the same thing over here. I'm going to rinse off this. I'm going to make another batch. It's going to be green, and then one is orange. Let me get my wet towel. Okay, orange right there. No green. Yeah, it's cool. Wipe that off. The towel's gone. So use the same bowl from earlier. What we're going to do is just chuck in the rest of cornstarch. Then a little bit of water. So it can be about 1 cup of water for like half a can. So 1 cup of water for 80 ounces of cornstarch. Don't get too impatient with it when you're trying to mix it in together. It's going to take a little bit of time. I mean, not a lot of time, like 20 seconds. So, when you're setting up reactions in labs, for real, like, you wish things went 20 seconds. Okay. Doesn't look too bad. Almost looks a little bit too liquidy. Yep, so that's a little bit too liquidy. So I'll say 3/4 of a cup of water. Yeah, it's too liquidy. I got some more cornstarch. It's hard to kind of really say the exact texture you want. Because you want it to where, like, when you tap on it, it feels solid. And you can see that's like, that splashes a little bit. And just a little bit. So maybe two-thirds a cup of water. And I'm like slowly going down, 1 cup, 3/4, and 2/3. Ooh. There we go. That's good. My little bowl's taking a beating. Alright, so we're making green this time. Let's make green and orange. Alright, so I'm going to pour half this in here. And yellow's coming for both of them, so yellow here, yellow here. And you got some blue, make it green, and some red, to make volunteer orange. And this one's already kind of purple. So mixing secondary colors is kind of cool because you can like see the colors as you pick it up and kind of like let it drop through your hands. And doing this, you're going to get down on your fingers, so don't get upset when you come back with yellow and green and red stained fingertips. You mix it up really well, and you got some green. Alright, take the spoon out. Yeah, I'm tapping it off like I'm not about to make a mess. So, go ahead and mix it up. That's pretty. It's like Christmas candy almost. So you scoop it in your hand. So like the scooping and then letting it drop through, like that kind of mixes it up a little better. And you can kind of see the colors blend. Yeah, so now we got some orange. So orange, we made blue, yellow, and red earlier. And now we have an orange and our green right here. This is a pretty cool way to kind of like just play with and learn colors. So if kids are young enough to where they're just learning colors, like they don't really need to know why the goo acts like goo, but more so just the fun of like making the colors. And cornstarch is cheap at the store. So it's cornstarch and water. So if you don't want to like make silly putty and go out and buy borax and glue, you can just get cornstarch and water. But it's a little bit messier than silly putty, but it's easier to clean up. So got your pros and cons. It's pretty cool. And you can make like little swirly things. Countertop and swirl it together. So it's like solid, but then it pours. I don't recommend putting it on your countertop unless you know you're gonna clean it up right then and there. So that's it for today for making the cornstarch goo. I got down in both hands. So just make sure you know when you're doing this that you're gonna make a mess. So that's one reason why I wear a lab coat, because the stuff I'm working with is not gonna be dangerous because it's kitchen science. That's what's in your kitchen. If anything may be dangerous, I'll give you like a danger alert or whatnot. But you're gonna be messy. So an old kitchen apron, old t-shirt, old like dress shirt that comes down past your knees or whatnot, that'll be good. And I'm gonna clean up. Bye. Alright, just finished making cornstarch goo. Cleaned up a little bit. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. So here you can see kind of the remnants of the red, yellow, blue, the swirly one we made, orange, and the green. So it's a pretty fun and easy activity, and it's relatively cheap because cornstarch is it's cheap in Walmart. You get it from the baking section, so right next to the baking soda, and this is actually on the top shelf. So if you're short, or if you're like a little old lady or something, you can't reach it, get somebody to go and hand you the cornstarch, because this is actually pretty high up in my Walmart. So make sure when you're doing this too that you have cleaning supplies ready, because you're making a mess. You're gonna make a mess, and I made a mess all over the countertop, and that's the whole point of it all, is to have fun in the kitchen and do science and to make a mess. But when you make a mess, make sure you can clean it up. Alright, so that's it. And join me next time on the next videos. And also there'll be a link in my blog for the instructions on how to make everything that you've seen so far. Right. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video you just watched. Be on the lookout for new content.